AU, so on this video, yes, I'm back, another video. So on this video, Ultimate Queen's Beast Collection, I'm going to be going over a new pickup as I did in the last video, and also go over some questions I've had and put them all out there. So yes, AU, how is everybody? I am doing another video, I am still here. Going to be addressing a few questions, but there was some last time also, and that was the quality of the videos and also, you know, the sound. But as anybody that does a lot of content will tell you, when you're doing these types of videos, well, excuse the noise, you go into video content mode, which is it's run the mill, nothing to it. You know, you're doing them so regularly that everything's on point, i.e. getting stuff in focus, getting the sound right. But when you're not doing them every day, you get rusty. And you know, that's exactly what's going on here. When you can't get proper good focus, I've got rusty, so please bear with as I display this Queen's Beast Ultimate Collection that we're talking about here. So the Queen's Beast Roman done a somewhat of a surprise drop, and it was an Ultimate Collection. Now another question, somebody had asked me, a Shadow, I mentioned in one of my videos I had on good authority that the Royal Mint was going to be releasing another Queen's Beast series. They wasn't done. Was the completed coin what I was referring to, or I had on good authority that the Queen's Beast series would be continuing, but I'm gonna have to wait and see what it is. But looking at this set here, let me get the COA and everything out of the way. Well, they have continued it from the initial 10 coins they originally set to put out, but you know, it is what it is. On this presentation here, the 1/4 ounce gold, I was collecting these individually in the individual boxes, but ended up going for this set because it can be a lot more easier just, you know, having them all in one box that's been presented by the Royal Mint, somewhat of a lower minted. All the coins do have 2021. If that's an issue for some on the reverse, that's not an issue for me. So it just made a lot more sense to do this. Now they did bring out the 1/4 ounce silver and the 2 ounce silver. That's been somewhat of an issue, but that's expected with the Royal Mint. I was going to take that chance, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't bear it. You know, it's something that's inevitably going to happen, i.e. milking, scuffs, and just poor quality control. You would have thought they had the 3 blind mice in charge of quality control at the Royal Mint. That seems to be the case from what I'm seeing on people's videos and just chatter here and there. They haven't done too well on the silver releases. It's a shame really, because I would have loved to have had the 2 ounce, added it to my collection and moved forward with it. But you know, they're not doing overly fantastic things on the secondary market if you're a cowboy like myself, but you can't complain. This is a pretty set. I'm happy, very happy I've got it. I'm just going to see how this plays out. So I'll go over this plus addressing a few issues and questions that people have brought up. So I'll see if I can get it in order, but I highly doubt I'm going to. I'll just do as I pick them up. So these are supposed to be reverse frosted, so bear with me. I'll pick them up and speak them as we go. 1/4 ounce, don't believe the 1/4 ounce was the big size. I'm hoping they do bring out a 1 ounce gold. 2 ounce gold would be a bit too insane, especially from the Royal Mint. Price wise, it'll be ridiculous. But you know, 1 ounce gold complete set proof, they do that already. It's not stopped them from doing this. Going over the quality for the first time, guys, so let me know if you see anything down below. You can all check these together. So that was the dragon. Here is the, can't see, horse. Once again, reverse frosted. Taking a look here. I do think gold was the better option, as I've put in many videos. Royal Mint have absolutely horrendous quality control, as mentioned. 3 blind mice and control back there. So you know, you're always going to have an issue with silver. Gold, not saying they're issue free. You're going to have your copper spots or scuffs and dents here and there. When I'm done with this video, I am going to go over them with a fine-tooth comb and see how they are. But so far, so goodish. But you know, if I'm putting down a lot of coil, I do want it to be in the best condition as possible. So as mentioning, 10 coins. The completed coin, it's not at the top of my list, but you know, I did very first say I wasn't for it. I did think it was a little on the bad side, but having seen a lot more images, seen a bit more unboxings on it, I do think it's pretty decent. They've got a big spread of the dragon also. I do think they've already done the 2 ounce gold, so we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. But I am loving this set right now. I've been a big Queen Beast fan before. So what I will say on, if you're trying to secure one of these, it's that situation really. If you're on the US, you might as well give up, because it's hard enough for people in the UK to try and get this set. Then you got the cowboy dealers like, you know, Crookmex, i.e. Atmex, and LPM, the new crooks on the block. They secure some of these, get exclusives, and then over push them, as the dealer's supposed to do, see demand, and then really push them out, inflating prices. But it's pointless unless you're willing to go down that route. You've got deep pockets. Getting these from the mint is going to be a no-go. It's no different than the US mint releasing the coin. Anybody in the UK or Europe, good luck, you know, fat chance. People out there are struggling to get them. And we have situations where the raw mint do a surprise drop, you know, first thing in the morning. It's literally a dash to see who can secure them. Nice pieces. I think these are good to hold on long term, definitely. It's a very big shame about the 2-ounce silver proofs. I do not want to pick up the set, you know. Once upon a time it wasn't an issue sending the set back, but now it's just tedious. You know, I don't want to have to go through all that, and you know in advance it's going to be a bad look. So everything's been fine on my end, you know. Going to get into some of these questions. One of the big ones is, am I still doing videos? So I'm not sure this has been put out there, or people know that I have been doing videos in the closet. So it's not out there that people around me, family, close friends, know that I do videos. So situations have changed, whereas normally I'll start the video saying, you know, hope everyone's people are doing all right. The big C or the little c, depending on how you see it, i.e. COVID, hasn't affected nobody that I know or anybody close to me, but other issues have. So, you know, I've had to prioritize. In terms of videos, it's always been a case of, you know, if it bears fruit, i.e. if you're doing something and it's working out, with YouTube, you're going to know that, i.e. you're getting a lot more subs than the likes of. I would say regarding myself, I always think that I was, you know, good at doing content, but bad at YouTube. When I say bad at YouTube, oh, hey, you like, we are. Hit the subscribe button, you know, not being very good at that. But in terms of making fruit-bearing, inspirational content, I think I am okay at that, you know. Could inspire or thought-provoke another content creator to maybe copy or, you know, do it in some other different type of way. And that's always this case. So, you know, it just wasn't bearing enough fruit. I do have other responsibilities in the background, so it wasn't something I was doing full-time with everybody knowing. It's always been something I've had to do in the background with not a lot of people knowing, so I've just left it at that. I am still doing videos. You know, 10,000 subs, 10,000 subs ain't no small number, so I'm definitely still out there making the videos for you guys that are inquiring as to where I am. As you can see, there'll be more towards this when I get something in. I'll show it and then talk on it as I am doing now. Now, another big question as always, hope you guys have seen and liked this set. Do love it, show some more. I most definitely have been buying, you know, got the free 2-ounce in the background there. Did show these last time, somebody asked if I could show a bit more. Once again, still rusty on the video front, sound and video front. Hope you can see that's got the waves. Most definitely still buying. I did sell, do I still hold silver? I did sell a lot of silver, and I've sold some gold also. Nothing's been safe in these times. You know, just my approach in cowboy wayism. Got it at a certain price, was able to sell a little higher or get my money back by me buy these types of pieces. I have increased my ounce count in general, but I've also increased the amount that I pay for these ounces. So it's all been what it has been. So that, in terms of that, that's what it's been. You know, I am still making videos. I am still here, just not as regularly as I was at one point. I was doing 4 videos a week. You would have thought, you know, people have mentioned in the comments they would have thought it'd be a lot more. I also did think the same thing, but it is what it is really. You know, there's individuals out there that are doing the YouTube thing and putting content out, and it is what it is. You know, I'd easily say at one point, you know, the whole scene would be heavily involved in poured silver right now. If it wasn't for people being aggressive in the comments, you know, pushing against it, and videos like mine and other content creators like myself giving options. And people have asked me, you know, I want to get some ounces, 200, 300 plus. Is it good to the all in poured silver? Regurgitation at the time was you could hold it, you know, you could touch it, and it was what it was. I've never had anything against people making, you know, channel bars or just people doing it and making it very clear what they're doing it for. But you had some coming along and pumping that narrative and not understand how influential they was to others, and the people thinking I'm going to get my entire stack in poured silver. Poor you, good luck selling that. So really, but I think with things like that, it really speak for themselves. If somebody can't take it in, or they're highly against what I'm saying, then it is what it is in terms of subscriber count. It's always the case when you see a stacker come and go. If they don't think they're getting accolades, and they don't stick around for long. But as I mentioned, I'm doing it in the background. So when I'm dedicating my hours, blood, sweat, ideas, intellectual property towards something, if it's not bearing fruit and I can't really see that, I'm going to take my foot off the accelerator and step back a bit. So next, I'm getting a lot of questions about silver I got last time. In the UK, I personally haven't done no purchases, but would I recommend it for a UK stacker? There are ways of getting silver in the UK. Are they legal, where you're not paying no taxes, i.e. the inflated VAT? Yes, they are legal. Are they moral? No. You'd have to talk to your local dealer about that. But paying the current prices, it's another reason why I'd say hell no. How much silver do I own? I would easily put out there 500 ounces, and you're better than good. Because, regurgitation is, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. That's always been the case, but I would say, in terms of it shooting up in price, we would literally need to be in a scenario where the moon is about to crash into the earth and you'll be seeing your 1,000+ ounce. That type of crazy scenario where you're seeing silly numbers for silver ounces. And I'll also say, I've been stacking for a long time. A lot of people get caught under the silver illusion to begin with, but I'd easily say, you can take a look at the crypto world. I always refer back to that. And within the past 10 years, I personally have not come across anybody that's been stacking silver, collecting, whether it's for a hedge against inflation, preserve their wealth. Past 10 years, I've come across nobody that has been successful from it. They put £1,000, pounds in 10 years ago, then they're doing okay. But the same could be said if you put £1,000, dollars into anything 10 years ago, decade ago, i.e. Google, Bitcoin, or something else, then compare the two. So that's where I stand on that. It's a no-brainer really. But then I would also say, in the past 6 months, I've personally seen or know of people in the crypto world, whether it be an absolute mockery coin, or in the stock market world, whether it's GameStop or whatever, that have become multi-millionaires. So a lot will say, I'm not in this for cash, then you shouldn't be checking the spot price. You should just purchase it at whatever the price is and wait till the retirement. But you've got people on the other side that are becoming multi-millionaires, purchasing things at a fraction of the price. Now, if they wanted to, they could come back in and triple their stack. That's a word. And easily jump back in the game, in and out. Then you have if you don't hold it, you don't own it, gang. But I've always said, holding it can also be a part of the problem. If I have a problem right now, then I'm holding the problem. But if I give it to you, you now hold the problem. Mister, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. You now own a problem. And as we've seen, it's a rigged game. People say it's a rigged game in terms of, when ounces bounce away from the paper bondage, then, it's going to shoot in price. It's a rigged game. Dealers can today have overstock. They're not interested in what you've got, but, fractions under spot price, or dollars and pounds under spot price they are. Then, there's a shortage. It's way too rigged. Way too rigged. As mentioned, a decade from now, if I was to put £1,000, have the option of £1,000 now into silver, specifically AG, or £1,000 into the future, whatever that may be, I've got more faith in £1,000 preserving my wealth, or even making me a nice return over there than over here. And a lot of people don't understand. They say it's virtually nothing, but they're plugged into the matrix. These same people that say these things are either selling silver for, cashless paper, worthless paper, or they live in the matrix of worthless paper. Your cash or your currency today is worth nothing. It's empty, baseless, just like the virtual currencies that's making people multi-millionaires right now. So once again, I'm just pushing for that and saying that. That's my standpoint. That's why I'm not so aggressive. Silver, pro silver. Whenever people ask me these questions, I can still be contacted via email, Instagram. That's my views and points on that. And that's that really. If you're in the UK, it's not the best bet. What you're seeing here, this is just what I mentioned last time. The collector stuff that I've been getting into and that I push, and I'm all for right now. But in terms of hardcore bullion ounces, you still don't want it in poured silver, in my opinion. As I've mentioned, I have nothing against people doing their thing, making poured silver. But then those advocating that you should have your entire stack in poured silver, don't do it. You know, there's people that have been very good at YouTube, not so good at content creating, in my opinion. But you know, they push a certain narrative. So as always, buyer beware, and we'll just see where it goes and see where people end up. I'm still making content as it comes along, mainly when I get a lot of questions in. Usually the same questions. If people watch the videos, then you know they have the answers there. There are a few people I still need to reach out to. Believe you me, I'm a man of my word. If I said it's going to be, just bear with me. You know, I have a lot on my plate. Nothing's changed there. But you know, let me know what you think of this set. What you'd like to see from the Royal Mint. Queen's Beast Ultimate Collection. You know, would you, wouldn't you? Hey, I love it, guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Most definitely go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. You know, and I'll catch you guys in the rebound.